Everybody's the news media, if you watch the news the last couple of days, they are jumping on the bandwagon and praising Joe Biden for his ability to take out an Al-Qaeda leader. Amen Zuami, or Zuzumi, Shishumachumi, whatever that guy's name is, the Al-Qaeda leader, was killed on Sunday. I'm not so quick to praise Joe Biden for this because here's why. It was 2001 when planes flew into the World Trade Center, killing 2,900 and something people, almost 3,000 people. George W. Bush rushed troops out there to fight back, and a war was started because of them attacking us. But when we finally got Osama bin Laden 11 years ago, when we finally killed him, this man took over because he was Osama bin Laden's right-hand man. But here's the deal. He was quiet. He wasn't really doing anything. He hadn't really done any big attacks. He hadn't done anything dangerous. He hadn't killed anybody. So I'm trying to figure out why it was so important to go after this guy right now. Was it a political move? Was it in order to mask our eyes and keep our attention off of what's really going on? The fact that we have a bumbling idiot for a president? Is that what happened? Is something to give Joe Biden an attaboy? Do I think it's bad that he's dead? Am I upset about that? No. I'm not going to praise death. It's sad when anybody dies. Anybody. Because that's a life that's been taken. But this guy was a bad dude. He did bad things. He orchestrated the attack on the World Trade Center. He orchestrated attacks in Africa. He orchestrated attacks in Israel and other places around the world. He's a bad dude. So am I sad that he's gone? No. Thank God he's dead. But why now, Joe? Why now? Why today? That's my question. That's what I'm most curious about. I'm thinking it might be a political stunt. But either way, I'm not going to give praise out and say, woohoo, attaboy. You know, I'm going to be grateful that the guy's gone. But my concern is now, what's going to step into its place? You see, Joe Biden bumbled us getting out of Afghanistan, and he left this multi-billion-dollar base with all kinds of guns, all kinds of tanks, all kinds of airplanes. He left them in Afghanistan. Didn't make arrangements to blow that shit up. Didn't make arrangements to disable them so the enemy couldn't use them. No, the enemy showed up and perfectly brand new stuff to them, and they got to go ahead and go traipsing up and down Afghanistan in a big old parade going, woohoo, look what we got. So Joe messed that up. Now killing this guy is supposed to erase all that? No, I'm sorry. That doesn't erase it in my mind. See, Joe messed up when he left all that stuff behind. And what's even worse is that there's still Americans there in Afghanistan. And God only knows what's happening to the women of Afghanistan. Now that there's not a presence of protectors in Afghanistan, we were the protectors. Women were starting to be able to do things. Women were getting educated. Women were able to speak out. But now that Sharia law has come back into place, and now that the Al-Qaeda leaders are the ones running the show, women don't have any say anymore. In fact, women are being raped beaten, killed, all kinds of things. Children are being killed. Men are being killed. All because they don't agree with the leadership. Anytime you speak out against them, you're dead. Same thing happens in China. The Chinese government for the last 2 or 3 years has been working towards an invasion. Where are they going to invade? Taiwan. Why are they going to invade Taiwan? Because they don't like Taiwan. They want Taiwan to be underneath their thumb. They want them to be under Chinese rule. But Taiwan is free. Taiwan does what Taiwan wants. Taiwan trades with America. Taiwan has freedom of choice. Taiwan can do whatever the hell Taiwan wants to do. And China hates that. I dare any Chinese citizen. I know TikTok is seen over there. I know that TikTok is ran by a Chinese guy. So let's do this. You private message me and you tell me that I'm wrong. That China is not a dictatorship. That you have freedoms. Because you know why I know that won't happen? Because they don't have freedoms. They don't have freedom of speech like we have here in America. They don't have the right to bear arms. They don't have the Bill of Rights and the Constitution like we have. No, they're under dictatorship rule. And if you cross them and you go against the majority, you go against the leadership, you go against the president, and you don't do what he wants you to do, then you disappear. And you're never seen from again. There's been journalists, there's been very brave people who have spoken out against this guy, and they're no longer seen. We don't know where they are. So, that's a little bit of history for you today. A little bit of what's going on. I'm not going to praise Joe Biden for his killing of this Al-Qaeda leader. I think it was a puppet show just to get our minds off of the garbage that's going on at home. But here's the deal. We are not going to get over the fact that we are paying more at the pumps. We are paying more at the grocery store. Our 401ks are being dwindled away. There is an actual war on American energy. There is a war on the American people because the leadership in America is failing us, completely failing us. They are not doing what they said they would do. And Joe Biden stood up on Tuesday when he was talking about this Al-Qaeda leader. Joe Biden stood up and said, I want to do whatever I can to protect Americans. That was a bold-faced lie, Joe. That was a bold-faced lie. If you gave a shit about Americans, you would shut the border down in a heartbeat. And you would tell everybody to wait in Mexico and come across the border legally. But you don't give a shit about Americans. Plain and simple. What you say is poppycock. As always, I thank you for watching this whole video. May God bless you personally, and may God bless these United States.